Hey guys, it's Brie Marie with Wake Alive Aware, and today I'm coming at you with a slightly different angle of a lot of things that I normally talk about the mindset and consciousness and connection to the self. I've been going through a huge awakening and growth spurt, I guess, inside of my world in the last year and the last 3 months of really switching out of the spiritual movement. The spiritual movement has blessed me in so many ways, especially in terms of loving myself and who I am and connection to myself and seeking within for everything that I am looking for in life. But it's also been my downfall in a way of thinking that I have to do everything alone and thinking that I have to uncreate all these things inside of my world that I have done in my life, and I have to rewrite all these patterns and look at these stories in a different way. And it's been a beautiful process of me seeing my worth and my journey and allowing myself to have this self-love for myself that I've never felt in my life. Like, I love myself, and I look in the mirror every day and I talk to myself, and I love my body, and I think that's amazing. And without the spiritual movement, I would have never, ever been able to come to this place inside myself. But I guess it's allowed me to do everything on my own, and I haven't seeked out help to anyone else, and especially God, and I have kind of put myself above God in a way, and thought that, oh, I can do everything, and I'm the creator of my life, and I can make my life any way that I want to. And really, that's not true. Like, it's like my ego got in the way of this greater existence of life that has always been here, but I completely disregarded it because I didn't want to believe anything bigger than me. I thought that I have always been I've always had this thought that I am the one. I am the creator. I'm the one who gets to create my life any way and however I want. And that is such an egotistical way of living, because I am not the one who created my life. Like, yeah, I'm responsible for everything that's happened, but me as an existence in this human form, I did not create this. And I guess that's a beautiful realization that I am coming to terms with. And the spiritual movement has really impacted my life in this way of recreating these stories inside of my head and letting go of certain thought processes and beliefs, and I love that. But at the same time, it has been this work in progress where I feel like I need to keep on changing myself, or creating new patterns, or creating a new way of living, or looking at my past as something different than it was. And that's not anything that I want. Like, why would I want to look at the past as something different? Like, the past is the past, and we can't change that. And what happened is what happened. And the spiritual movement has told me, like, oh, shine light into those places that are so dark and look at it in a different way. Why look at it in a different way? What happened is what happened, and it's our message to the world. Why would I want to look at that any different way except what happened? And it's beautiful. It's a journey of seeing what happened in a new way of being, where it's like, wow, like, that really impacted my life in a way where I can bring that to the world and share it. But I've been changing my story in this way of making it look better to the world, of making it look better for everybody else, making it look better for myself, so I don't have to go back and dig at those feelings that hurt me so bad. All my traumas from whenever I was younger throughout till now, I've been looking at everything from the past and trying to undo it all. And it's gotten me in this pattern of trying to create new why would I want to create new out of that? All of that is so fucking beautiful. My darkness is beautiful. Everything that happened to me from my past is amazing. And it happened for a reason, and God put that in my life so I could share it with the world. Why would I want to change the story of what happened? And that's what a lot of the spiritual movement, I feel like, is teaching us, is to change our story, to change the way that we're seeing it. And I think changing the way that we see it is not exactly the way that it's, I guess, supposed to be interpreted. It's just about having a new set of eyes and seeing it in this way of like, that's beautiful, and the way that it happened on your journey was supposed to happen because now we're here. But I've been looking at it in this way of, oh, I need to change this part of my story because it's gonna look bad, and this happened, but maybe it really means this. So I've been creating meaning out of my story instead of what actually happened. I've been wanting to release that, and with God's help, I've been releasing this thought inside myself that makes me think that I need to recreate my life, that I need to change myself. How much longer do we have to work on ourselves? Like, yes, I know we're a work in progress, but God made our journey beautiful and made it a mess so we could talk about it and we could share what happened, because there's people out there who need our message. And that dark stuff that happened to us, it's beautiful and it's amazing. And another thing in the spiritual movement that has completely reshaped inside of myself is the whole thing about low vibrations and bad vibrations. I mean, I can look back 5 years ago inside of my world, and I look at that, and sometimes in the new age or spiritual movement, I would look at myself and be like, oh, she's on a bad vibration, or she has a low vibration, don't hang out with her. And I've had this thought inside my mind like, oh, if you're on a low vibration or a bad vibration, I don't want to hang out with you because I don't want to get those low vibrations or bad vibes either by hanging out with you. And that is such a fucking egotistical thought process. It's not even funny. And sorry that I'm cussing, but I'm actually not sorry. It's just so freaking crazy that we can go through life believing that anyone is on a low vibration or a bad vibration, or we have these certain levels of living. And my computer's gonna die, so give me a second. Come here, little one. And it's crazy that we can go through life thinking that anyone is on a low vibration or a bad vibration at all. We all have our journey. We all have to go through shit. We all have our stuff that we're going through, and none of it is a bad vibration or a low vibration. It's just stuff. It's stuff that we go through in life, and we need to go through it so we can we're just on our path. And maybe we don't need to go through it, but at that moment we are. And if you choose to not hang out with people who are if you think that they're on a low vibration or a bad vibration, maybe your message isn't gonna get through to them, because maybe there's something that God is sharing with you, but since you have this belief that I can't hang out with low vibrational people, that message isn't gonna get through to them, and now they just stay where they're at. What if your message could change their life? And that's kind of where I've been in my egotistical beliefs of thinking like, oh, I can't hang out with them. Oh, I don't want to talk to them because, wow, they're going through so much shit and I don't want their shit in my life. And that is fucking crazy. But yeah, I guess I'm just going through this depth inside of myself where all this shit that I believe in the spiritual movement is so stupid. All this good vibe shit. Like, who the fuck has good vibes and bad vibes? Like, we all have our freaking vibes. We just are. We're human freaking beings, and we have emotions, and we go through shit, and that's life. We all have our stuff. We go through life. It's a mess. Our life is a mess, and it's beautiful. Our story is beautiful. Everything that we go through is beautiful. And why would you not want to associate with someone who's going through stuff if you can help them? If you can guide them somewhere else on their journey, if you can give them one thing that can benefit their life. So yeah, I'm releasing everything in terms of the spiritual movement, low vibrations, bad vibrations, and me thinking that I have to be alone on this journey of recreating my life, of thinking that I need to do everything alone, when really God has been here this whole time desiring to help me. And I've been pushing him away, thinking like, oh, I can do this myself, and I've got to uncreate all this shit alone, when really, he never wanted us to uncreate anything. It was created like this because that's the way it is, and the past is the past. We can't redo anything, and we can only start fresh right here, right now. And I'm learning that so much right now, and he never wanted us to uncreate any of it. He never wanted us to look back at it in this way of sadness or hatred or anything that happened to us. But he, in a way, it was like he wanted us to look at it and be like, wow, like, look how much you went through, and look how much you've grown, and look what you can share now because you went through that. There's so many people in the world who are also going through what you went through, and now you can share that. And it's been a freaking roller coaster for me, because all I do is work on myself. All I do is self-improve and read books and try and analyze my mind and the meaning of certain things and all this shit, and it's all bullshit. It's all so stupid. And there's so many lies in the spiritual movement. It's not even funny, and a lot of it is just lies. It's just lies. And I've loved it for so long, and I've been on the journey with it for the last 5 years, and not wanting to see that something bigger is here wanting to share its life with me, and wanting to be there with me through my growth, and not wanting me to look down on my past, but wanting me to see it as beautiful, as my message to the world. So, yeah, moving out of this new age spiritual movement, because I just feel like a lot of it is egotistical and for the self, and wanting to read and dive deeper into knowledge so you can be on a higher vibration, and nobody is ever going to be on a fucking higher vibration. We're all just right here, and that's life. And God, that's another thing that I used to do. I used to think if all the foods that were GMO or chemicals, or there was fluoride in my water or fluoride in my toothpaste, and yeah, like, I'm very conscious of that, but there would be times where I would indulge in that stuff, and then I would be like, oh no, I'm gonna be on a lower vibration, or fuck, I know that I shouldn't be doing that, and it was like these rules that were guiding my life in this way of low vibration, bad vibration, and oh, I need to do this to get to this certain level, and it's just all so silly. So yeah, letting that go. And this video is really long, so I'm gonna stop it now, but I hope you all are having a beautiful day, and I'm wishing that you can really let go of the past, live here, become this vessel of information for you to share your message with the world, and not be selfish and hold on to it and try to learn everything and share the knowledge. Like, it's not about learning everything and sharing the knowledge. It's not. Like, there's so much knowledge everywhere, but sometimes we're ignorant to the fact that so much of it is everywhere that we just get consumed into the knowledge. And I don't want to be consumed into it anymore. It's all just freaking knowledge, and it's gonna be here forever. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go because this video is getting too long. I love you all. Have a great day.